Hey everyone, my name is Andrew and today we're going to be taking a look at the Anker Alternator Charger. This is the AS200. This should charge your power stations at up to 800 watts through your solar port, your XT60i, or your extra battery port on a couple of power stations like the F3000 and the C2000 Gen 2. So without further ado, I'll show you how I install it and a couple tips for you, as well as testing it, and we'll see how it performs. So I'll be installing this on my 2012 Honda Pilot. It'll be the same for a Ridgeline at Odyssey, and pretty much all vehicles. It's all going to be very similar install. It's a super easy install. It's positive, it's a negative port in the engine bay, it'll run through the firewall. I'll show you what all that means in this video. So first of all, forgive me, my engine bay is super dirty, the car is dirty, but it's gonna rain for like the next week. If you really wanna see a clean engine bay, you can go check out the official install video that'll be coming out from Anker. Theirs is like really nice and clean and new. If you wanna see a real world, what your vehicle is gonna look like, this is what it's gonna be like. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get this air intake out of the way because it just gives us easier access to our battery. So I'm gonna pop off these two clips here. First thing you want to do is disconnect your vehicle's battery from the negative side. So that's the very first thing we'll do for safety. Just disconnect this negative terminal. Now I have an accessory post here. If you don't, you might just do the screw. You might just take this screw off, but you're just going to use a 10mm socket to loosen and remove a screw off of your positive battery terminal. With that out of the way and the battery prepped, we're going to run our cables through our firewall to connect to the battery. So inside the box you'll have this cable that goes to your car's starter battery, and that will get run to wherever you're going to be mounting your alternator charger. It also comes with the XT60i cable that will go into your battery solar port. This is XT60i, it's an orange tip. The sun makes it kind of yellow, but it is orange. You can also tell by the third pin right there in the middle. The fuse is right here. The positive will go into your onto your car's starter battery on the positive port, and then on the negative you can pick a place that will connect to your frame. You can connect to your battery's negative terminal, but it's just best practice to attach this to a place by that attaches to your frame. Inside of this little box is a fuse. It's a 125 amp, 65 volt fuse. If you're running it through your firewall from your inside of your car to your engine bay, and you need it to go through kind of small holes, you'll need to take this apart. This is a beta unit and it has Torx T8 screws. I've heard the production units should have regular Phillips screws, so you are welcome if you're trying to take this apart with a Phillips screwdriver. So we'll go ahead and take this apart. So inside of here, there's just two bolts that you'll need to take this one off in order to feed this through small holes in your firewall. So we'll go ahead and use an 8mm socket to take this screw off here. Now this comes off, and we can run this thinner cable through the firewall. Also, the cable length to go from the battery to the alternator charger is huge. You'll have plenty of spare cable to go from the battery all the way to the back of your car. And even if you're running a trailer, you're still going to have like 6 feet left over to run it to the back. This is the longest cable of an alternator charger that I've seen. So I'm going to take the 6-gauge, 2 positive and negative cables, and run them. There's a rubber plug right here that comes out, and you can run cables through it, and that's where I'm going to be running into my engine bay. Again, this should be the same for the Odyssey as well as the Ridgeline, and probably most other cars. You're going to find some kind of rubber grommet that you can remove and run cables through. So now I'm just going to push. You can see here that this is where they came through in the engine bay. Now I'll just need to connect these to the battery and a negative spot on the frame. So now that we are past the firewall and into the engine bay, we're just going to need to reattach our fuse, and this is what will get connected to the battery. So we'll just put it right in reverse order. Torque that down. So we'll go ahead and pop the cover back on, and we'll start putting these screws back in. So now what I'm going to do is pull enough slack so that I can run this around the air box. For me, there's a bolt right here that I'm going to be using to connect to, that I know connects to the frame, and it'll provide a negative post. So let me take this out. Just like that. Yeah, the only thing left to do is to connect a negative back to my battery. Reinstall the intake. Two clips. And we're all done with the wiring. Now this next part is really car specific, so this is really just going to be up to you, but you need to run this cable kind of through the plastic grommets to make it look nice. Obviously make sure you tuck this cable back and away from any pedals or anything vital, but just basically run it to wherever you're going to be mounting the alternator charger. Now Anker includes a mounting plate, and you'll just attach the mounting plate to the unit, and then you can mount the unit wherever you want. It's optional, you don't have to. There's rubber feet on the back of the unit, but that's just where I'm going to be mounting mine. So I'm going to be installing mine, and I'll mount it right about there on the back of this seat so that I can plug in the Anker F3000. Now we've got it all mounted up. Looks beautiful. And just match the car to the car. Hear the snap. So there it is. That's how you install the Anker Alternator Charger. If you're interested in checking out the app and the full testing, go ahead and check this video out right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.